Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This match is going to be between me and Legedi, and I am starting the bottom left-hand corner as the blue Protoss. Manner as always, good luck, have fun. Legedi is starting the bottom right-hand corner as the red Terran. Hope you guys enjoy it. Legedi actually messaged me on YouTube and he was like, "Hey, was that you I played last night?" I was like, "Yep, that was me. Do you mind if I do a commentary?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, that'd be awesome." So hopefully you will enjoy this, and hopefully, I'm not the most fantastic player. I think Legedi might even be in silver. I'm currently somewhere around like rank 20, 22 to 26 in my gold division, so not that fantastic. And breaking, I have more wins than losses, but struggling to do so. Hopefully getting better at the game over time. Really quick for the complete newcomers to StarCraft, this is, especially in StarCraft 2, this is huge. Got to hit those chrono boosts every single time, especially early on, or save them for something strategic. Really not using your chrono boost is absolutely devastating. So make sure you have a pro building when you hit it. I tend to make that mistake of not having a pro building, then hitting it and wasting it. And otherwise, yeah, it can create problems in that regard. So just setting up for a natural build, which is one pylon gateway, and we'll see where I go from there. I actually don't remember much about this match. Legedi on the opposite side is setting up a supply depot with a front door block with that barracks. I've seen a lot of Terran actually, what they'll do is they'll do this from that bottom left-hand position, which actually blocks off the extensions on their barracks, and I think that might be original StarCraft kind of playing into it. I'm not sure about that. It just, I don't know, it's a little bit more difficult for Terran in the bottom left-hand corner as a result of that when they do front door blocks like this, or they have to kind of design their base. Anyway, this is Kulos Ravine. It's one of my favorite maps actually. You have destructible rocks leading up to a protected expansion, which you have rocks over there. I've seen some Terran, they'll actually go kind of a fast expansion style, get a command center and float up there. It's a pretty decent build. The natural expansion is pretty exposed, and you actually have those Ilnaga towers hovering above so they can actually see when you're taking these expansions with just a probe or a marine kind of clip there. I did not take advantage of that, unfortunately, in this match, which at least I do remember. Looks like I'm getting a cybernetics. I'm going straight cybernetics core and Vespene gas, so probably going to go warp gates. And warp gates are absolutely huge for Protoss. Absolutely not the most important thing ever, but pretty important. It basically ups your production ridiculously. It lets you build units a lot faster, and it gives you kind of a universal cooldown. I'm not even sure what I was kind of looking at in the field. I'm going to take off first person view because I'm just goofy here. I did not in fact scout, just mostly because I figured, hey, I'm going up against Terran. He's probably going to wall off. Instead just went for a cybernetics core warp gate. Use chrono boost. I should have saved chrono boost right here, because usually what you want to use it for is to get that warp gate research out all the faster. I think I still ended up using it before it's finished, but I feel like it's better to use it at the front end rather than the back end, just placing additional pylons to not supply gap myself. And also, look at that beautiful base design. Zerg player at heart with just all the scatteredness. Played that a little bit off hex. Wow, look at the waypoints on that SCV. Just kind of scouting in the meantime. It looks like he is getting a second barracks. He also has, it looks like, the tech lab building. Let's see if he's going Marauder first. What you'll see a lot of Terran doing is a little bit laggy, sorry about that. What you'll see a lot of Terran doing is they'll actually go Reaper first, just because Reapers are very powerful units on almost any map, because they can just hop over those map artifacts. They can just do a ton of damage that way. It's just, they're just great units altogether to go straight off the bat. And there I think I actually didn't save up chrono boost and just used it. And you can see I just had a little bit of a lack off at the end there with that cybernetics core. Instead of building zealots, immediately going to stalkers, just in case there were marines coming at me, because again didn't scout, and then I'll go scout with them right off the bat instead of using anything else, and just kind of go off a couple gateways. Essentially, I'm kind of debating whether I'm going to take an expansion here, whether I'm going to go up to some other degree of tech, just build a ton of. I'm still kind of feeling the game out, to be completely honest. Looks like we do have Marauders are very powerful units against stalkers, so I'm going to have to be very careful here. And there's already 2 barracks with 2 tech labs. If he continues building those Marauders, they're one of the worst units to go up against as a Protoss. And it looks like, in the meantime, Legedi is going to open up that destructible rocks, try to take that natural expansion for himself, and kind of go from there. So it looks like I did in fact go for a fast expansion with the scout. Just wanted to kind of take a look at the front door. Wanted to slow his economy down a little bit here, and this is really risky because basically I have no idea what he's doing. I got a good look at his units right here, and I felt confident with my production. I left that to burn, thinking he wouldn't be able to repair it in time. I didn't get a good look at the count here, so he actually ends up repairing this right at the last second. You can see how close that is. Just with 4 hit points left, thought I would be able to walk away, let it burn to the ground. Was in fact the case. Send up another probe just to do a little bit of scouting. doing to get a good look at his army, just so I could know, hey, I'm probably going to need a couple more results to deal with those marauders, etc., etc. Got a forge out because I was planning on, I kind of wanted to experiment with chrono boost and specifically the early weapons upgrades on this and how much of a factor that would play in. Legedi in the meantime going up to factory here. And additionally, what I should be probably doing is getting additional gateways. It looks like I do have one more gateway going. But yeah, there's that forge. I think you'll see me speed boost and start weapons 1 in just a second here instead of armor or something like that. Also transferring probes to my natural expansion, which is actually funny because I'm not entirely sure that doing the expansion kind of trade-off thing is really all that useful. Legedi actually pushing up with a couple marauders here, a little bit premature, didn't have all of his marauders in a group, so I'm able to kill, well, not able to kill, but able to chase down the marauders, back them off, get a couple cannons up, and this will provide defense for my natural expansion. Also, because I have those warp gates, I can bring those units directly into the front right there, and so trying to get some cannons to defend this natural expansion. I do have the economic lead, but I'm going to go up against some tech problems here in a second because we're going to see 2 starports. Legedi, without an additional expansion here, well actually, yeah, without an additional expansion, he's running at a pretty heavy resource cost, so this is almost putting him all in here with the 2 additional starports with that factory. It looks like he is opening up that back rock, but really before you lay this stuff out, you want to have the economy to support it, and I think this is actually what's going to help me out a lot in this match, is the fact that, yeah, he has the factory and the starports, but pumping out of all this stuff because it's so gas heavy, because it's so resource heavy, between what he has on the ground, me having that additional natural expansion, I'm just going to be able to have my economy kick in before he's really able to work against me here. Continuing with the chrono boosts, getting the robotics facility up. I think I'm getting a Stargate to mess around with that too. I think well, actually I'm not even sure what I did here, so I'll have to see whether I mess around with Void Rays. I don't think I went Phoenixes. I'm pretty sure I did get a couple of Mortals here and there you see Legedi building that command center up on that natural protected secondary. Yeah, I've just invested everything in tech right at this stage, gotten a couple more gateways up. Kind of slow actually on production wise. I wonder if I was just missing some probes, but right now you can see economically I have 35 probes to his 25 SCVs, so I feel like my production, my economy is just in a much better suit. There I got the weapons 1 upgrade a little bit later than usual, but yeah, you can see kind of the income coming in comparatively, things like that. I'm just doing much better economically than Legedi is at the moment. Not in gas, because I don't think I've grabbed the 2 additional gas just yet, because I didn't feel like I'd be in a place to kind of cap it, and also I had a pretty good gas storage. I was mostly building zealots here with these warp gates, but yeah, I'm just going to have a superior economy. I've already got the superior supply count in the meantime, and sorry, this is a little bit more of a boring game than I thought it would be. There's that first Immortal coming out. The beautiful thing about Immortals is they're really good against Marauders. There we go, another attack.